Yung nasa yacht ako, magpaganon-ganon pa ako.
Yes, recording na po.
Recording.
It's on.
At sa pagkakataong ito po mga kaibigan, isa na namang member ng on-cam sa Philcast Pro, si Macey Ramos. Macey, magandang
Hello
araw
po.
sa iyo.
Magandang araw po, Direk.
At alam ko na ikaw ay member ng Philcast Pro at ngayon naasahan mo sa pagme-member mo ng Philcast Pro on-cam segment.
Actually, very thankful po ako na napabilang po ako sa Philcast Pro. Hindi ko nga po ini-expect. Inintroduce lang po ako ng isang co-artist ko from theater. Kasi I also came from theater. After ko pong mag-TV acting workshop din. So, very thankful na winelcome po ako ni Direct Jowee Morel. And he is, I really appreciate all his efforts na ginagawa niya para po sa mga artist ng Philcast Pro. So,
At this point in time, pakikwento mo naman sa atin kung ano yung background mo sa film kasi naikwento mo din sa akin na nag-indie film ka rin. So pakikwento mo naman sa atin o sa kanila yung iyong experience, kung anong title, sino mga kasama mo, sino produce.
I've actually done 2 films already, but the first one that Tito Boy was, it was during our culminating activity from an indie film workshop. So I directed and I wrote the script, and I also played a lead role.
Yeah.
There were a lot of challenges. It was really a test of character kasi you have to be very specific, like how you run through the scripts with a co-artist in the team. So ang dami pong kailangan i-consider. Ako rin po nag-produce ng plays kung saan gaganapin yung film. And of course, the hardest part of it is when you deal with each and everyone's behavior of every team member. Because I acted as a leader then of the group. Most of the artists that we have there are teenagers. We have kids. So it was very challenging, but at the same time, the experience was very fulfilling kasi I've learned a lot, not just what I had done with that film, but also working with the people. I mean, it's really a good experience for me as well, and we are very happy, the whole group, kasi we got the best film award.
Anong awarding ceremony ito? Festival ba ito o what?
Well, it's like a graduation culminating activity for the students.
Yeah.
That's why we're given the opportunity to make our own, create our own film, and have our own concept as well. But of a different genre. So some other groups they have horror, they have suspense, they have action, but us, what were given to us was drama. That's the genre that we
Pangarap mo na talagang maging artista naman pa man?
Actually, Tito Boy, hindi po eh. But I came from the course that I finished was AB Communication Arts. So I had a background in our theater class. Doing theater and also TV production, radio and TV production. Somehow in line. But when I was in college, hindi pa nga po ako ganun ka-active eh. I think it started this year lang po talaga. I started this year. And there's really something in me that pushes me. Why? I had to go into acting. First one is share ko lang po, if it's okay. I had depression last year. So,
what caused that? What caused the depression?
a lot of areas po eh. A lot of areas, a lot of factors to consider. Kasi, well, after college po, I worked in the BPO industry agad-agad. And then I worked there for 10 years. Maybe I was really too perfectionist. Baka masyado lang akong hard for myself. Like, I want to...
For yourself?
I want to achieve everything. Parang siguro masyado akong naging conscious about how I perform, na if ever na hindi ko napiplease yung boss ko, I feel bad about it. And maybe that's where I got it. I was given a role in a previous company that's actually not by my own choice, and I tried to keep up with the demands and everything, but I think it's not that enough. So but I'm coping. Right now I'm already coping naman.
Paano kasi naportahan ng mga magulang mo in your depression? How did they console you, yung family mo?
Actually, hindi po ako lumapit sa kanila, Tito Boy.
Why?
Si partner po talagang kasama ko. But right now po kasi, I think that's really that's really one of the reasons why I got into acting. Talaga. Before the end of last year, I decided na I told myself one of my goal for 2017 is to do something I've never done before, and to really discover myself.
Paano umaatake yung depression? Kasi nagde-depress din ako pero hindi ganun ka-magnified o hindi ganun kalaki. So paano tumaatake yung depression sa buhay mo?
For me po, I think different ano po siya. Different, how do you say it? Parang different description siya of how a person goes through it. Pero I've read an article, and that's where I discovered I'm into depression na. If you know TJ Manotox, one of the reporters in ABS. I've read an article in one of the social media, and when I read his story that he shared online, I've seen myself in him. Same experience what I had. Kasi when I was still working when I had that, and there comes up a moment already that I think it's because of too much anxiety as well, na I'm lacking sleep already, I'm lacking rest. So I had palpitations and I had to see a doctor. But then when the doctor sees me and had a checkup on me, everything's normal.
Wala namang problema.
Wala namang
Ano yun?
problema.
Inano mo lang, hinabi mo lang sa imahinasyon ang iyong pagkatakot sa mundo?
May part po kasi na I remember there's one time I was in the office, and parang bigla na lang may lowest point ka, na you're doing your task but you're not finishing anything at all. And then I remember that time I had to go to the washroom and lock myself and cried, and I don't know why.
Ganun lang, iyak ka lang ng iyak.
Ganun lang po siya. It's just plain darkness.
So,
It's horrible.
gaano katagal ka umiiyak?
Hindi naman po siya continuous, pero meron po siyang episode na bigla siyang dumarating na hindi mo siya napipigilan.
So ito ba nakakatulong sa iyong pag-arte ngayon?
Yes po. Kasi self-expression eh. And ang lalim ng hinuhugot mo. So parang nare-release mo siya. And somehow it gives me some kind of relief. Kasi nailalabas ko siya. Hindi ko siya kailangang kimkimin. So,
Meron ka bang sa mga tao out there na nakakaranas ng depression, I'm sure merong mga tao nakakaranas ng depression, ano yung payo mo sa kanila?
Huwag po silang matakot na humingi ng tulong. And importante po na merong nakikinig sa kanila, either family member or yung friend that they really trust. Kasi importante po yun, yung support system in a community. It really helps a lot. And wag po tayong mag-dwell too much on loneliness. There's a thin line difference between depression and loneliness. Mas malalim po yung depression. Pero sometimes nag-start na siya sa loneliness eh. Na pag masyado ako nag-dwell doon, that's where you get to lead to, depression na. So, huwag po tayo masyado mag-dwell on negative thoughts. Try to be positive, and at the same time, look for something that you will redeem yourself. Kasi when you achieve something, ang sarap sa pakiramdam parang nare-redeem mo yung sarili mo And at the same time, yun yung parang, for me personally, it become a healing process for me. Kaya mas, I'm last teleserye. Ayun pala.
Nakatulong ba na malaki si Bea Alonso? Alam ko, Bea fan ka, a bigger or a biggest.
Isa siya sa mga Instagram.
Bea Alonso fan. So,